That's the lowest problem.
Hi, I'm Saren.
And I'm Ray.
We're your Spider Baby hosts from To Know Her Is to Fear Her, a Spider-Woman podcast, as well as proud members of the collective.
You're listening to Capes and Lunatics. Gimme, gimme.
Out of the pouch! Boing!
Capes and Lunatics is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. Get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
This is Luca Parrott, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics podcast.
There's a thin line between heroism and madness.
Here the line fades to nothing at all.
This is a world of Capes and Lunatics.
And nothing is off limits.
Hello and welcome back to another week of the Capes and Lunatics podcast. I am Phil. Joining me as always, that handsome young man from New Jersey. It is
Charlie, the Professor Essa.
And she with the full wall kabuki mask in her bedroom. It is.
Hey y'all, it's Lil Hellfire. What are we fighting about today, nerds?
On the alcohol.
Plot twist, it's Mountain Dew.
Ew, that's even worse.
Gamer fuel, baby, gamer fuel.
I have a friend who can't drink Mountain Dew because he's allergic to yellow number 5.
Oh, she can't eat a lot of stuff.
I remember in high
It's
school.
everywhere.
I remember in high school.
Yeah, no, well, because apparently he's allergic to aluminum, and Mountain Dew yellow number 5 is made with aluminum. So, if I recall correctly,
Keep chugging, Lil.
oh, it's fine if you're not allergic
It
to
tastes good
aluminum.
with alcohol. Screw you.
Yeah.
Canadian, what is it? Crown Road tastes good with it. 2020 made me drink brown liquor again, so
You need brown. You need brown soda with Captain Morgan. Shut up.
you drink that straight, homie.
Well,
True story.
with your liver, yeah. Okay. All right.
So what are we fighting about today, nerds?
All right, my experts. I have a question for you. What the hell's up with Marvel? Just the nostalgia stuff going on. I mean, Miles Morales is getting his own clone saga, and now we're reading.
It's your fault.
And now we're reading. I know Scarlet Spider Sausage Fest, but no, but now this week they told us we're getting they're doing something with Heroes Reborn. That's right, kids.
Reborn, reincarnated.
That's right, kids. The thing no one asked for the first time is back.
Maybe they'll do a little.
You
bit
know,
more,
I blame Franklin Richards.
He has such a deal.
They have to give Franklin. Here's the thing: they have to give Franklin Richards his powers back.
I wonder if that's
and in order to do that, yeah. I mean, that's clearly the plot line.
Yeah, it's going to be something with him getting his powers back.
Is such a BA.
It is his first universe that he ever created. So now that all of his other universes have been decreated, which doesn't make really any sense, but whatever. You know, as part of his rejoining with the Molecule Man or some nonsense, and likely they're going to do something with the Beyonders in that, where it's like, yes, Franklin, you are a Beyonder too, and maybe you are the first Beyonder or something. I don't know what. They're going to bring back the Beyonders. They're going to fix that. They're going to give Franklin his powers back, because he has to eventually be the future Franklin who has the superpowers, you know? It's like, you know, I know that, you know, technically, what is it? Cable and X-Man are the same person, and one has powers and one doesn't. But the fact of the matter is they have to let them both exist. And, you know...
Oh, my sweet summer child.
You want that for Franklin. So they need to get Franklin his powers back. And part of that is going to be him rediscovering the Heroes Reborn universe. And maybe because we already have Rebecca Barnes back in the universe with Exiles with Super Soldier Peggy Carter, maybe something's going to come from that.
But who wants this universe back? I mean, look at it. Franklin messed it. It was his first universe. It wasn't good.
Practice.
It wasn't good.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't a good universe, but maybe So okay, do you remember
half the population
Simon and the Chalk Drawings?
What?
So this is one of the classic nightmare fuel cartoons from children's youth. And the idea is that Simon, in the world of chalk drawings, he would make these chalk drawings. They would come to life, and he could go to the world of the chalk drawings to play. But then he had to go to the hospital, where all of the things he never finished drawing existed, and he had to finish drawing the chalk. He's like, okay, I forgot to draw you a leg. Now I will draw you legs, and there are your arms. And that was the whole Nightmare Fuel episode. This was on Captain Kangaroo, by the way. And
children's shows?
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's so Franklin's gonna have to go back to his first universe that he didn't do properly and make a proper universe.
Half the world has tiny feet.
Yes.
Better tiny feet than no feet.
Man, dude.
And if it's drawn by Rob Liefeld, I'm sure they will.
It probably will be because he's back. They've already confirmed he's doing a special for Deadpool's 30th anniversary, so he's gonna be over there. So,
yeah, because that's the thing. Rob Liefeld doesn't draw feet. Was that the story?
But they're probably not going to get Jim Lee though.
I don't know. Maybe.
Oh, you think? Well,
What's he gonna do? Go run to DC?
Are they gonna let him play?
No one's in charge at DC, so they can do. Let's be clear.
That's kind of my point. It's like, what's he gonna do? Be a super fan for DC right now? No.
He'll be fine.
Exactly.
But yeah, they put out art and it looked like a bunch of mashups. Did anybody see some of those pictures? Like the one looks like it was like a mashup of Doctor Doom and the Juggernaut.
Ooh,
I'm kind of here for that, but yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. I could totally see Doctor Doom wanting to get the
to be the effing Juggernaut. Yes, I do. I agree.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird that he's never tried that before.
Considering he's into magic, he dabbles as a petty dabbler in magic. I know.
Yeah, that's true.
He loves stealing people.
And he doesn't want to be anyone's avatar. He would want to be. He'd want to be Cytrak. He would be content to just be Cytrak's avatar.
Yeah, he loves stealing people's powers.
I blame you, Phil, for all this Marvel interest in 90s nostalgia that didn't work.
Oh, please, there must be a market for 90s nostalgia. That's what they keep churning out.
Hey, by the way, nobody tell Brian.
Oh, okay. Yes, thank you.
Well, not for nothing, people from the 90s are in their 30s, at least.
Or 40.
They have disposable income, theoretically.
Theoretically, I'm like, have you met millennials that aren't trustafarians that have children? Have children.
No. Actually, millennials don't tend to have children, so they actually do have more disposable income. So,
well, the wages are stagnant, but in theory, in theory.
I know. I'm just saying, you got way more toys than I do, Lois.
Well, that's because I have no kids. I've never, been.
Exactly.
I don't have to spend my money on anybody.
Exhibit A, you're on.
Exactly.
I mean, they're not getting married, but they're in couplings. So,
but theoretically, they each have money if they're in a couple,
What is
no comment, because I know too many friends that might feel away. So no comment.
Okay, well, that's up to them. I'm not going to judge them.
No
they probably don't have a lot of comic
either.
books. That's what I'm going to say. It's like for the people who are buying comic books, it's like the
price keeps going up. I mean, that one couple are like, ooh, $10 for a book. Like, gimme. Ugh.
Yeah.
For something that's not even 80 years old. Like, come on.
Well, how's the TV?
Actually, as I was told, the Black Cat book I got, Black Cat #2, is already $10. So,
Speculation. Look, you cannot. Comic book speculators, stop it. You are absolutely going to kill this industry. It's already teetering on the edge. Well, the direct market anyway. It's already teetering on the edge. I don't need a whole bunch of new people trying to run over the Kickstarter. Just stay at Marvel, stay at DC. People stop speculating on comic books. You're going to make the situation worse.
Yeah, but
I don't need Death of Superman collapse again. I don't need that.
My.
Don't you die on us again, Superman.
Oh, they're going to kill him like 4 times this week. What are you talking about? That's Superman. They kill him. That's his thing now. And, even if they don't, they're going to age up his kids and decide that, oh, yeah, it was a baby. Now it's...
Oh, yeah.
Don't tell Kryptonians how to age. Kryptonian hybrids how to age.
But the thing is, I would think that if, it goes from a newborn to a teenager, and now there's 2. What is this?
Because it's the CW.
No.
CW can't have no damn kids. Their market is like 16 to 25. They can't have kids.
Let's throw a bone here. Charlie, it's all that lead in the air.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that Earth is combined now. So...
I'm going to throw this out there. And this is their crazy way to make a lot of canon that was established make sense. Because the idea is that if Clark got kids 13 years ago, that explains why Kara had to do all the Superman for most of the planet. So suddenly, now it all makes sense. Him and Lois had kids. Like Superman would do stuff like when it was really important. So you'd see him occasionally. People knew that Superman was a thing. But really it was all Supergirl all the time because Superman was busy with kids.
Who's writing this, Ben?
And now that timeline makes sense. And, from the trailer we get, they say, you're not Superman. We've seen Superman. Which is like, okay, his kids don't know he's Superman. Do they have Lois's disease? Is that like a genetic defect?
Everybody in the CW verse is faceblind because Oliver proved it. He was just wearing grease paint.
Yeah, first.
Oh, it proved it. That's like a whole big disability in the CW verse. Face blindness.
Yeah, facial blindness. It is. Well, I always say that works in comic books because they're 2-dimensional. And if you're in a 2-dimensional plane, something in front of your face is going to completely obscure you.
And plot twist, he wears makeup too. So, he really contours, so it kind of throws people off. You've seen those transformations. That's kind of my headcanon too.
Oh, you heard it
here. They airbrush the hell out of those promotional photos. No shade. No shade.
But that's also why, the floppy hat. You're completely invisible. You put on a floppy hat. You don't even exist anymore. You have no face.
Don't forget the sunglasses.
Man, still
but yeah, that's comic book logic.
I can't believe the Flash is delayed again, and that's why we're getting a 2-episode premiere. I'm so upset.
No, I don't think it's a 2. Well, because I think they said something
they said it's 90 minutes. So
it's 90 minutes, and then there's like a half.
There's only 2 hours in a CW day block of primetime television.
I guess, but yeah, why do you delay the Flash? I mean, we've been waiting how many months? You're going to delay another week?
Well, this is going to see if it can carry itself as a Superman show. I think they heard me and they're like, let's try it. Let's see.
Oh, that's your fault.
Well, they're going for a Smallville vibe. They said, okay.
Well, if they wanted a Smallville vibe, they should have called Tom Welling like everybody asked for in the first place.
Yeah, well.
He has the time.
He has the time, and he honestly still looks good.
And Michael Rosenbaum totally wants to be Lex again. Now, let's just get the animated series and scrap this show. No offense. I'm just not.
Yeah. And again, honestly.
And I should be.
Do it. Is it just me or is John Cryer too old to be Lex to this Superman?
It's a new Lex, though. It's that black. They cast a black Lex Luthor.
Yes, we're gonna have a black.
He's much younger.
Wait,
much younger.
what?
Yeah, the Lex Luthor in this universe is black.
He's a refugee.
But we already met the Lex Luthor in this universe. And he's John Cryer.
Well, he's
you didn't.
He's a refugee from another universe. Before They've had
Does he at least have red hair then?
He's black.
Black people can have red hair for a living.
Because
But yeah, they can.
Yeah.
But no, he doesn't.
Isn't he bald?
No, but because I was going to say, like, Lex Luthor originally was from another universe in the first story. He is from another universe when he first shows up. He's got the luscious red hair, and he's got his blimp, and they're ripping off Jules Verne, the man who conquered the world.
Didn't they confuse him with Ultra Humanite like early on too?
Oh, and
Well,
we talk about continuity. I get mad.
It all counts, Lilith.
If it all counts, nothing matters as far as DC is concerned. Saying.
Oh man, but yeah, Tom Taylor's gonna be writing Nightwing in March, and I think I might have got a new fan. He might start collecting Nightwing here soon. Our good friend.
It was just a really nice package.
He was like, "I might try it." I'm like, "Yeah, do it." You know,
sounds like a plan, Jan.
Poor thing. You suckered him into it, didn't you?
No, he said something. I'm like, yeah. I'm like. Well, I told him. I said, if you want to jump in, March is the perfect time because that's like a new jumping on point, new creative team after the whole future state stuff.
Man, it's gonna be crazy to look back at this in 5 years. It's gonna be so crazy.
Oh yeah, you're never.
And we're back.
Ooh,
and video.
Okay. Oh yeah. Well, I can hold the thing up for right now. Yeah, although I don't have enough hands to do this when I actually get out the comic book, so it's
I'm glad you could.
But I bathed today, so I felt the fans deserved it.
I was going to say, I'm glad you could.
I don't know what's going on right now.
I'm glad you could still hold it up at 47.
Yeah.
You should be so lucky, Philip.
All the technology is dying in my home, so this may be my last podcast.
You shut your mouth.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So what else?
Okay, let me.
Oh, there he is. You good?
I'm hoping so. I don't know. Obviously, it could not handle the video along with it.
Oh,
I'm trying to think if there's a way I can turn off you guys' videos. Quite frankly.
I mean,
don't tempt
the devil you know. Listen to it.
Now I just go off.
Yeah. I don't know. There's some kind of atmospheric stuff going on right now too, man. That's the problem with your over the air Wi-Fi.
See, I was gonna say I'm plugged into the router. I'm as direct as it could get. No, hey, you make fun of the CW universe, man. New Jersey's got that lead in the air.
No, we got lead in the water, not the air. Let's keep.
They're the real life bathroom.
You're not gonna get me to say.
Yes, we are.
Come on, do it for Rob.
Actually, no, we've gotten most of the lead out recently. So we just did it was a big public works project, got all the lead out. And that's what the commit tells us, is the lead's out now. So we believe them.
Gotham.
Yeah, Gotham. Anyway.
But they announced I think it was just today. Yeah, Amazon Prime, March 26th, the first 3 episodes of Robert Kirkman's Invincible.
I'm so excited
for
it.
Animated
series. It looks really good
from the
on the trailer.
Yeah,
that's what I mean. Just
and for
the animation's crisp.
And for all you Walking Dead fans, I think like half the voice cast is like Walking Dead people. So
the real question is he going to show up?
Who
is who?
The only person that counts, as far as I'm concerned, on Walking Dead.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought, didn't they say he was going to be on there? He needs to play the dad. He does.
Yeah, I was going to say, if he's not the dad, then what are we even doing?
Exactly. His
mustache.
Well, we got to give everybody.
Maybe he's tired of playing superhero dads.
Yeah, but it's animation. That's, probably phone it in.
Yeah. Well, literally you can, but
if you have a good enough lock.
Yeah, they actually. Well, a lot of voice actors have I forget what that specific kind of fiber optic cable you can have.
ISDN or something.
Yeah. I know Cree
Well,
Summer talked about it in a couple of her interviews because she does all the black girl animation voices. So
it's a good gig, man.
Oh yeah.
And she's good at it. That's the thing. It's like if you're really good at it, and it's that's the kind of thing. It's like it sucks that there's not more roles that she can't do them all. But yeah,
Well, that's like
exactly.
Well, that's like what's his face from Walking Dead, who does the voice of Cyborg on like Teen Titans Go. I think he does 99% of the male black voices on any DC.
Yeah,
pretty much.
But also, it's a business, and they do, they like to deal with people that they know, contracts, things like that. So
if they make enough money, they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna use you as much.
They were like, Ray Fisher, this could have been you, but she was playing.
No,
boy does not know how to do Hollywood. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, I'm just gonna say I don't know what Ray Fisher has done. I mean, like everybody else, I kind of know. I know
I think
the other
got him
thing.
from a play from high school or something.
Yeah,
like no shade, I don't know him either.
I mean,
for him to be Cyborg, I don't know.
I mean, you have a complaint. You have a complaint, Eric, but then don't make a stand. But like, I'm not going to make any movies as long as the head of the company's, still,
And Marvel ain't gonna hire you with that attitude.
Yeah, no. Well, and like there was actually something. Someone was saying, "Oh, who's that guy? Did the Batman films? Did Tenet recently?
Nolan.
Oh yeah, Nolan's out at WB too, but that's a whole different thing.
Yeah,
everybody wants Nolan.
Well, no, Marvel doesn't, because Marvel only hires directors who like superheroes. So if you don't like superheroes,
work for Marvel either. Like that's not his thing. They won't let him be as
and that's fair. And that's fair. But that's the thing, But that's kind of the thing. It's like people do what they're good at.
Sony will take them. Hell, Tom Cruise will probably hire him to do the next Mission Impossible. To be quite honest,
Nolan's not hurting. Nolan's not hurting. But it's like, when people, that's the thing, is like nerd culture is this thing where they're going to say, oh, you did this thing I liked over here. Why don't you do this other thing I like over there? Except they're two completely different things. And it's like,
and it's a completely different time now. We don't do that with superhero movies anymore. We just don't.
We don't do that here.
Well,
yeah, literally, they don't do that.
Well, I mean, like I said, I think the problem was that what DC wanted to do was they wanted to make a Nolan verse, but Nolan didn't want to make a Nolan verse because Nolan doesn't make universes and he doesn't like superheroes. So they said, "Well, get Zack Snyder."
Universes, but he makes one-off universes, so and they're all kind of sort of interconnected.
That's not a thing.
If you know Nolan.
See, that's not a universe. That's just writing. That's like literally every story ever written is a one-off universe. It's like it's not a universe if there's just like 10 people in it,
And it's like
a universe.
And it's that's the Superboy Prime.
Oh, that didn't get started. No, but then it's like, hey kid, here, we'll give you 4 years. Can you get us to where Marvel's at in 12? And what they've been doing
in
for
20? How long has it been? It's been forever. It's too long.
Well, I mean,
movies. Hey, look, they put in the work, they put in the time, man, since 2008.
I'll say this for Snyder. Snyder,
love it or hate it, Lilith. They made a plan. They stuck with the plan. DC turns tail at the slightest speed bump, and it's just like,
yeah. They honestly, I'm so bummed we never got that original Justice League. We could been there were no names, but we didn't have to pay them that much, and we could have just built it out. But no.
Was that
get a huge, large ensemble cast and spend all our money on the actors like idiots?
Wasn't the rumor? Was it just a rumor? Or was Armie Hammer like rumored as Batman?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Oh, Cannibal Batman.
Look, his history with the WB, I can't even get into. That's like Hollywood conspiracy things time. I don't want to get into it. But yeah.
To be fair, if you want to cast someone to be the billionaire Scion
he literally is that
guy. Ancient family, exactly. It's like, yeah. So
it's Jason Momoa being Jason Momoa all over again.
Yeah, no, I like Armie Hammer. I've always liked Armie Hammer. I loved him in Reaper, as the devil's like favorite son who just doesn't want the job.
Again, he's got connections to.
Yeah, well, that's why he's Army Hammer. But
he didn't pick his horses wisely. That's all I'll say about that.
Well,
the wrong star, my friend.
He can always fall back on that baking soda money.
Exactly.
Yeah. He's doing okay. He's doing okay. And to be fair, but that's the thing is like when you're Army Hammer and acting is the thing you do to keep you occupied. Exactly.
To keep really,
when you're
women,
rich,
apparently, allegedly.
Well, it costs extra. But what I'm gonna say.
Nobody tell Rob.
What I'm gonna say is that when you're a billionaire or even like a multimillionaire, everything you do is a hobby. There's literally nothing you have to do for a living.
Or plot twist, the reason why he had to become an actor is because he got booted out of the family money. He hasn't released a bank statement. I don't know. Maybe he had some unsavory habits. Maybe this is a thing. Maybe I should do a Hollywood conspiracy.
Maybe. Well, but then I think he'd be better at picking parts. But although honestly, every part he picks looks good on paper.
No offense, no shade. His manager is awful. So it's just his whole career has just been very chaotic. And it's just it's weird. But
you know what he needs? He needs a good person in his life to take charge of his career and just say, no, honey, do this instead. I don't know what his thing is, but he needs whatever that thing is to be someone who knows what they're doing.
Somebody get Kris Jenner on the phone. Somebody get Kris Jenner on the phone.
I mean, maybe, quite frankly,
Hey, y'all can hate her for all you want. That woman is a brilliant businesswoman. She made that whole family made all that money off Kim's back, literally.
Yeah. No, she knew.
And she convinced America to love her for it. Get Kris Jenner on the phone.
She turned a leaked sex tape into $1 billion.
Yeah.
That is
leaked.
That is brilliant management. So,
Yeah, I might hate Kris Jenner for a lot of reasons, but it ain't her business acumen.
They made money off what was on her back.
And it was lazy, to be honest. I don't know why Ray J still hung up on it.
Well, I mean, I don't think that was the path she wanted, but was the path she got.
Lil's like, put in about 20% more, honey. Come on.
I mean, it's not as lazy as Paris Hilton's. Don't get me wrong. Look, listen, I grew up in that. That was my middle school and high school. Look, trust me, yeah. It's not as lazy as Paris's. That's all I can say. But she did follow Paris's kind of plan and did it better. Although, Hilton's got more money than the Kardashians, but that's a whole nother thing.
No, that's
Anyway, what else do you want to talk about? Are we ready to talk about comic books?
Gimme.
Yeah, we can talk.
I mean, because I can talk 90s, early 2000s pseudo celebrity culture all day. That's my jam.
She's like, leak sex
Lindsay
tape.
Lohan, Britney Spears, all that. I can do that all day.
She's like, leak sex tape. Let me tell you about Tommy Lee honking that horn. Come on, Jen.
How did Pamela Anderson have like 3 sex tapes? I mean, she really did. What's that joke? She really did boink her way to the middle, didn't she?
Oh,
Brett, Tommy, that other guy. Pamela Anderson. Oh.
Go with your strengths.
America's sweetheart for a long time, and then she did that.
Baywatch.
Wait, what?
She got old.
Pamela Anderson, America's.
She was for a very long time after Baywatch.
Oh, sexable.
No, she was America's sweetheart.
She was a Playboy
because she's Canadian. You got to remember, America loves Canadians.
Pamela. Well, okay. Pamela Anderson was.
Oh, here we go.
Pamela Anderson always had a sexual overtone. She started in Playboy.
Yeah, she could.
She was. Well, no, I mean, hey, it was a sex. She was a sex positive America's sweetheart, but that's life, and I don't know. And of course, that was at a point in which Playboy was making a lot of America's sweethearts. Jenny McCarthy was America's sweetheart, who was a sex positive American sweetheart. So
she got naked.
It works.
What? Tell me Jenny McCarthy didn't make stupid faces back in the day. Come on.
No, she did. No, that was her gig. That was her
thing.
Lilith was like,
she made good money
I
on
thought you
it.
said something else.
No.
Yeah.
I can't help but you can turn anything.
I'm just going to say, I've always loved Jenny McCarthy, and I think she actually is an underrepresented comic genius.
I had a poster of Jenny McCarthy. Come on.
I'm going to say that.
Singled out.
But
kids, there was a time when MTV didn't just show 16 and Pregnant, Teen Mom, and ridiculousness for 24 hours a day. They actually had stuff like The Real World and Singled Out and TRL.
And videos. And
My era, that was debatable. We got like 2 hours in the daytime, and then like you had to stay up till 3 to get like the club music. It's like a whole thing. Like your era, you probably did get music videos. Me, our era is like TRL. So like 30 seconds of a music video that we voted for.
I can't believe you didn't. I can't believe you didn't mention your favorite, Daria.
Man, she's underrated. That's an underrated MTV gem, and I'm very upset about the reboot. I don't like it.
And Charlie's gone again.
I don't think there's a single reboot that I've liked, to be honest.
Well, guess we'll find out.
I'm old. It's official. So, comic books.
Lil said she's old, hon.
So we're on to comic books now?
Yeah, we do comic books now.
Okay. So I don't have a lot because it was a short week, but I do want to give my indie book this week, which was an indie book I bought. It was an indie book I got weeks ago, which was Homesick Pilots, which I can't show you because my camera's off here. Turn on the camera briefly. Homesick Pilots. It's good. It is a story about, I mean, they say they're punk rockers, but they're clearly millennials, so I don't think they know what punk rock is, but, you know, they do punch each other a lot, and it's got a kind of a weak conceit at the start, but its actual end concept is our main character goes visits the haunted house in LA, because there's the James house. And, you know, it's all crazy and evil and haunted, and most people who go into it die, but she's like, the house decides it likes her. And you find out that basically what the storyline is going to be is that bits of this house have been stolen, and the house wants all of its pieces back. So now her ghost is going to have to visit all of the places who have stolen bits of the house to get it back and make it whole. So I think it's actually a brilliant story. It's well written. It's enjoyable. Don't mind my nonsense about it. I like it. Homesick Pilots, number 1, $3.99 from Image Comics.
So good, it knocked him off the air. But yeah, all right. While we're waiting,
I'm just glad it's not my armadillos this time.
I know.
So,
all right, kid. While we're waiting for Charlie to hopefully
Black Cat number 2.
Oh, I mean, well, maybe we should wait for Charlie. But
did he read it? Okay, cool.
I don't know. Something he does. I don't know if he did or not. Oh wait, yeah, he got it. I think so. There he is.
So I'm back. So yeah, written by Dan Waters and drawn by Casper Wijngaard. But yeah, Homesick Pilots, it's a good book. Number 1, $3.99 from Image. Pick it up.
Lil said, did you read Black Cat?
I don't know how much of my review you got. I don't know.
I think we got most of it because I think we were talking about the price and you dropped out. So yeah, I think we got your.
Yeah, I don't know. My whole system is dying right now. I don't know what's going on over here.
That's all right. But Lilith wanted to know if you read Black Cat number 2.
Of course, I read Black Cat number 2. That was awesome, as always. I loved the fact that, you know, honestly, the big end reveal, which I don't know what that's supposed to be. I guess they're now suggesting that Black Cat with the magic stick is the god of light that's referenced over in King in Black number 3. Because I know that there was a big to-do about people saying, oh, this god of light who's going to defeat Null is going to be the Sentry. He's coming back, and I guess they had to get the writer of the Sentry to say no, that's not what we said. Although honestly, kind of obviously, the God of Light is and that is either Silver Surfer or Galactus the Life Giver, but we'll see how that plays out.
You failed me.
But yeah, no, Black Cat was great. We get the Spider-Mobile back. We get a real high tense, escape and heist, and everything about it was really pitch perfect in my mind.
He steals Dr.
What did you think, Lilith?
Turn your little mic on, though.
I know, shut up. I want you to hear my dogs. It was good. I'm really in love with the art, and I love the Venom suit, obviously. Love that art, though. I think it's my favorite thing about the book.
Oh, yeah, the art is good, yeah. But she steals Doctor Strange.
Yeah. Well, made him tolerable, so there's that.
Well, he was unconscious, Lil.
Exactly my point! Y'all know how I feel about him. I don't like that character.
Petty Dappler. But, yeah, no, it was good.
Look, I'm telling you,
King and
it's
Black.
that event. It's the event that Marvel needs to, copy. I like this. This is it feels like it has a point to it. It's not just there for the sake of things.
So instead of just doing back-to-back events, just give us maybe 1 or 2 a year that are good.
And super connected.
Ooh.
Yeah, it just feels really cohesive and everything.
Well,
matters. I don't like events that feel like it doesn't matter
the problem
2 months later.
Go ahead, Charlie. Charlie?
Yeah, okay. I'm sorry. It's all falling apart on my technological end. Let me try unplugging it. Maybe that'll lower the temperature at least. No, the problem with super connections, it's like Fear itself. If you read Loki, it made sense. If you didn't read Loki, nobody liked it. So it's like if you can get that book that a certain group likes, and that's where the interesting part of the story takes place, that's great. But then if no one reads that part, they all go nuts about, it was stupid. I didn't understand what was happening. Everyone just shows up at the end. It's like, well, no, because there's more books they want you to buy.
Perfect
But they don't tell you.
Everybody has that morbid curiosity about Venom. So.
Yeah. But no, I'm enjoying King and Black as much as I hate the symbiotes, as much as I hate Null, as just character concepts and designs.
It's just
I'm enjoying the.
Sorry, no, I was just gonna say you're kind of robbing Venom of what makes him special. He was this unique thing, and then you get Carnage, but now it's everyone.
It's the Superman effect.
Yeah, everyone has a symbiote now, or has had one.
And it's kind of like doing What If without doing What If. You know what I mean?
Oh my God, did you see that? They're going to be doing a miniseries here soon, where it's what if Peter Parker kept the suit and became Venom?
Still be better than Eddie Brock.
We had a What If issue that in the 90s. It's why are we doing this again?
Because the 90s is what sells.
Yes, the art looks good.
How many times they've been listening to our damn podcast, man? Give us some credit.
Yeah, Marvel. Instead of giving the scoops to your own official podcast, give us something. Come on. And Charlie.
So yeah, that was the only Marvel book that I read this week.
Oh, you didn't read King and Black 3?
No, it's still sitting in the stack.
Oh.
The main story is good, but I actually like the one-shot stuff. It's very fascinating how they pull it off and what they do. So
hit him right in the face with that stack.
Exactly. It's a whole box of stacks still left.
Oh my.
So,
Yeah.
I got 7 books read this week.
Oh
it's been hectic at work, so.
And you definitely didn't read any DC, right?
No.
Okay.
What did you read at DC? What was interesting to you?
Most of it was future state. You might have liked you might like Immortal Wonder Woman #1. There's 2 stories. It's Diana in the far future, and then Nubia is in the second story.
Oh, I knew I should have picked that one up. I'll probably just read the spoilers on Twitter.
Yeah, I mean the
But
art.
yeah, like remember how I was complaining how they weren't doing anything with Nubia? Well, they listened. They knew. They knew people were gonna have a fit if they didn't do Nubia.
Yeah, so I mean, so she's in there. I mean, again, I mean the story.
But justice for Wonder Woman's brother too. But I guess they can't really do that because Wonder Man's a thing in Marvel.
But I mean,
Ooh, you should have trademarked that.
I mean, Immortal Wonder Woman. I mean, there were some good future state ones. I mean, that Catwoman.
But my point is, is it gonna matter in 2 months? No, it's not. And they've been very clear about that.
Well,
I don't like events for the sake of events.
Well, again, I mean, we always see this, but it's like it's gonna take effect is the Tim Fox Batman, because I think they already announced that they're gonna. I don't know if it's a mini series or a series. They're gonna go into his origins.
Look, all I'm gonna say is, look, no shade to the Black DC fans. Y'all didn't show up for Black Lightning. Y'all ain't gonna show up for him. Flat out. Y'all showed up for Luke Cage though. Y'all showed up for him. Y'all showed up for Black Panther, but I'm just saying. It's a thing. We'll see. It'll get about 10 issues done.
So as a Black fan, you're saying it's not going to work?
It's not going to work out.
Okay.
Does Cyborg book ever get past 25 issues? If he's not with the Teen Titans, like nobody cares about Cyborg outside of the Teen Titans. Let's just be real.
Well, I think they're hoping that they slap the Black on the Batman.
Yeah, go bro. It just slaps to that all day long. I don't like it. It feels disingenuous. Where every other character of color in DC doesn't feel disingenuous. This feels like a very disingenuous move. I don't like it.
Oh yeah, I told you somebody had a meeting and they said we need our own Miles Morales.
I mean, we have Black Superman. Just people actually like and care about.
Yeah. But
isn't he like the president on his own Earth? Wouldn't that be more interesting?
But again, they're only interested in pumping money in the Batman stuff.
I mean, Terry McGinnis. We could use another Batman Beyond book, but that's just me. That's just me actually using my brain. They're tinkering with the idea for the movie, like hardcore. You can tell. You can tell what direction they want to go in.
Oh yeah.
So make your books make sense.
I mean, on the comic center, are they just going for the easy fixes over there? Are they just like, okay,
it's terrible. This is all AT&T's fault. Like, honestly, I think a lot of people probably weren't really here for that idea, but AT&T is like, you're gonna do it. You're gonna do it.
Just do it.
So that's my take on it. I would be very surprised if that book did well because, like I said, for some reason, certain they just don't show up. DC Black fans do not show up for those characters.
I mean, except for like a team book, like a Justice League or something. Everyone's pretty much staying in their own book except for next Batman. I mean, he's in his own book. He showed up in Nightwing #1 this week. I mean,
know what they should have done?
Huh?
If they really wanted a Black character like that, they should have took the idea of Connor Hawke from the Arrow TV show, done something like that. Because people were actually pumped for that idea, and then they kind of just with that. So
there you go.
I'm just saying, like, there's just so much synergy that's missed opportunities that I just like literally AT&T, call your girl.
So
I got a business plan. Call your girl.
And I'm just like, I don't have no problem with the character, but it's like now with the whole there's no continuity, nothing matters. Are we going to have next Batman running around in the present day?
Oh, they're just waiting. I bet you that's what the damn free day, the free comic book day event's going to be. I almost guarantee it at this point.
He comes back
and we love chronal energy discharges. We do. Scroll over for that.
They're going to pull Cable. He's going to come back in time to try to prevent his apocalyptic future. That's what it is, Lilith. That's
Green Arrow and the Canaries did it better. Hashtag fight me. I don't care. These books are not interesting to me. Everything feels disingenuous, cheap, smarmy, smug. I don't like it.
One of the only things that was out this week that wasn't Future State was Batman Catwoman #2.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the story is not bad. I mean, and the art is great.
Well, the art better be great because it's Catwoman,
Catwoman booty, yeah. But I mean, the story's good. Again, issue 2, but it's like.
But does it matter?
I don't like the jumping around. Well, you get a future storyline in there, which is not going to happen because spoilers: Catwoman seemingly kills the Joker in the future.
Where's my huntress? I I'm gonna keep saying it until it happens. Where's my Huntress? Bruce, where's my Huntress? Get on that. Literally, get on that.
But yeah, sorry. Yeah, Charlie, we were just talking from DC.
That's okay.
That
let me in the room, though.
I did that as quick as I could. I did. Yeah, it's the future Black Batman. That's all. What's
that nobody's gonna show up for. Mark my words. I don't want to be that person, but it's just something about DC fans and like forced diversity characters. They just don't mix. It don't mix.
Like I said, they want their own.
They don't know. DC don't know how to read the room. They don't.
They want their Miles Morales. That's what they want.
But we do have floating around, not being used. We didn't need to create something. You know what I mean?
And again, that's what I told Kristen on the other day. I said if you want a Black Batman, you could easily do that in the present. You already had Luke, Tim's brother. Why didn't you?
Luke, dude, I'm just saying somebody that we care about.
He's there. He's in the future. He's already been a hero, so you know he has the training. It's like why didn't you just go to Luke or Duke? Yeah.
I hate OCs. I just do. DC does not know how to do them anymore. I mean, I know they're trying to build like legacy characters, but legacy characters don't even do well in DC anymore. Like that's more of a Marvel thing now, to be honest.
And Luke and Duke, why did they make the black characters' names rhyme? Come on.
Do I have to answer that? Like, not to get down on DC, because like I said, the characters of color that they do have that were organically created.
Exactly, they
organically created in a boardroom, but still felt not as disingenuous. Like say John Stewart, Cyborg, his original whole thing. Even Black Lightning to an extent, even though that was a little sketchy. It's a little sketchy, but still okay. It was the time.
I think an issue is, and I think it's just anytime you're trying to deal with any of the Trinity, it's not even that people don't want, because I mean that's the thing. Even Bucky, who was arguably the most popular Steve Rogers replacement, eventually had to go. It's just something about someone stepping into that role of the legacy character. And I mean, obviously, yes, race is important in this, and DC probably has less of a track record with this expressly because they don't have as good of a backbench, I think, where they have been building up the legacy of black characters for a very long time. I think the fact that Captain America and the Falcon were like a double build team for so long, the fact that the Black Panther was his own comic book for so long, I think that gives Marvel its edge on that. But I think anytime you're going into that legacy character, people are always going to be mad about it.
Yeah. And DC doesn't implement it very well at all. They just shove it in there. They don't care. There's no lubrication. They just go for it.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, that's a problem.
It's just like, hey, how many times do you have to learn this lesson?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
the definition of insanity is repeating the same thing over and over and expecting different results. So
like they had the Black Robin. Is that who the new Black Batman is?
No, we were just talking about that. No, it's not.
Yeah, because I was like, okay, I could see that.
It's one of Lucius.
Well, see that, and I know they have Batwing.
Not even him. It's his brother.
Not even. See, that's the. It's Batwing's brother.
Yes.
That no one cares about. Knew about
the other son of Lucius Fox. Yes.
That's some Sharon Carter nonsense. Is what that is.
Ain't it?
That's what we said. You have Batwing. Why didn't you just use Batwing?
Gotta be different. Gotta be different. Not all new. Just different.
This character showed up in the 70s in like one issue, and then they're like, "Oh, hey, let's use this guy,"
But to be fair, to credit, like I said, because I don't know if Charlie heard or not, they did use Nubia, which everybody was like, "You better be using Nubia," and they actually did. So it's like, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, fair for Nubia. We all love Nubia.
An immortal Wonder Woman, yeah.
Yeah, but again, in that's And again, that is a character who has a legacy. You know, Nubia grew, as Lilith was saying, grew organically. You know, no one's trying to make Nubia happen. Nubia was a thing. And
I was happy for the Brazilians who got a Brazilian Wonder Woman, Flora, and they're doing that whole cartoon thing. Like, I'm okay with it, but I'm saying certain characters that they deal with, it just feels too forced, and they're just it just smacks of gimme the money. See, look what we did. We did a diversity. Like, that's just what that particular thing feels like, and I don't like it.
I actually think the Brazilian Wonder Woman is going to do okay, because I actually think because the Amazon River is in Brazil, I think people are like, oh yeah, that makes
sense. It's not like
it's
she's
like
from Antarctica or something.
Heads, you know,
she's like from that hole over there in Antarctica. You know. Anyway, yeah, it makes sense to me.
I told you they want their Miles Morales, man.
Yep.
Everybody wants a Miles Morales. Look at how well the Spider-Verse did. I mean, like, honestly, who... Like, that first blush, you're just like, oh, it's Sony. It's that weird animation. Everybody freaking loved it.
But again...
That game made records, broke records, you know?
But even, too, once again, Marvel put in the time. You know, they started him out kind of on his own in the Ultimate Universe and, you know, kind of slowly worked it up.
And that blew up, literally.
He met Nick Fury. He met the Avengers over there. Yeah, and then eventually they folded him into the regular Marvel, you know.
Like, yeah, DC's been not putting in the work for quite a while, and it's starting to show.
You
can't copy Marvel's homework. The teacher gonna know. The teacher is gonna know. You can't just start making. You can't go from B content to A content like that. So
they don't want to put the time in. That's the problem, man. They just shove it in.
And I hate dumping on DC. Like, I'm really a DC person at heart, but
I'm a DC. But it's what are they doing lately?
I gotta call a pig with lipstick a pig with lipstick.
Again, it's like when they come back in March, one of the only things I'm really looking forward to is that Tom Taylor Nightwing.
I might actually go ahead and just do that.
Well, Batgirl's going to be in it. Nightwing's getting a dog.
He's getting a dog.
I think it's a 3-legged dog.
Oh, come on! How can you not read that?
It's a stray. Yeah.
Is he gonna be Ace Jr.? If he doesn't name one Ace Jr., we riot.
We can't say DC too many times.
Makes Charlie go away. I do want to shout out Power Rangers #3 because
oh my.
Yeah. If you're not like if you're a Power Rangers fan and you're not reading these even if it's not Mighty Morphin, which is like my preferred Power Ranger book, all of them are super good though. And it's at #3, so it's like a good time to jump in on a new series for sure. But the artwork is actually very stunning. It just hits those nostalgia feels, just all the endorphins and serotonin, just if you're a Power Ranger fan anyway. It hits on all the great notes and it fleshes out those characters in that universe. And I'm super excited because I heard they're going to be bringing back some of the older characters in a new, like, live-action Power Ranger, more adult universe pretty soon. So, super happy.
But yeah, I mean, listen to this. This sounds like nothing coming from DC. I found that Tom Taylor was saying, this is the perfect time for a Nightwing story. It's the right time for a charming, entertaining, positive force for good, standing with the underrepresented and pushing back against corruption and greed.
Again, better than Batman. We all know that.
Always.
Everybody that reads Nightwing knows. And they do need to be putting more eggs into that Nightwing basket. So I'm glad for that.
Okay. But again, I really have to ask, when is Future State taking place?
Again,
because
it varies.
Each book is like a different time because, like, again, I had to go on.
Is this just Tales from the Dark Multiverse with not a dark ending? Is that what this is?
I had to go on the internet to find it, but there's like a timeline, or like some of the books take, like, I think all the Bat books are taking place like 4 or 5 years in the future, and then some are like a couple years past that, and.
Oh, how brave! 5 years into the future.
And
how
like
brave.
The story of a Diana and Immortal Wonder Woman's like way in the future, and it's just so it's like not all the books are taking place in the same year, so it's all over the place.
Lazy.
Okay, so that's intentional.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess, but is
was that always the plan, or is that just because now it's only a 2-month thing?
Probably.
You know, I guess my thing is, it's like, okay, you can do a story across multiple timelines if all the timelines are going to have some kind of connective tissue. So, like, as an example, that weird Avengers 1 million BC thing, they've been, like, constantly referencing back to it. Like, yeah, you know, that actually matters. Yes, we're doing time jumps. Yes, we're doing multiple storylines. But all of that is part of it. And then again, that's also in the same book. So it's like we're going to jump back and we're going to jump forward. And we'll jump back and we'll jump forward. And you're going to see how it all connects back together.
And I mean, Charlie, the original plan was for Future State that this was going to be 5G. This was going to be their ongoing thing. This was going to be their
Dan DiDio's lasting mark on DC.
The original plan was for this to be continuity going forward.
Yeah.
Horrible.
And now we know why he was fired. Among other things.
Oh! Drop that.
No, everybody knows. It's an open secret. You can Google it. Okay. It's fine.
Great.
It is. Oh, I did want to shout out Sweet Downfall #1 by Scout Comics. It is written by Stefano Cardoselli, and the artwork was also by him. And the artwork is so cute. It's kind of reminds me of like 8-bit, video games, stuff like that. It's really cute, and it's just like a fun little $4 book. I really am enjoying Scout Comics, and if you can find it in your comic book store, I suggest you kind of look for that section because all their stuff's pretty like different and fun, and like it's not the big two. Yeah. And it's not like this big interconnected universe where you have to worry about everything.
Nice.
So I needed a break from all that. And Scout Comics has really just been knocking it out of the park. So anytime I see a #1 out of the Scout Comics imprint, I always kind of just pick it up. Because I know at least even if I'm not interested going forward in the story, that one story that I read is going to be really good.
All right. So should we get out of here?
Let's do it. Oh, look at us. Not even an hour long yet.
But, yes, and kids, stay tuned. In the next couple of weeks, we're going to have Cal Higgins on to talk his upcoming Radiant Black. So I believe that's going to be, a new a stepping stone for Image to try to bring in more superhero stuff again.
Can't rely all on Spawn.
So stay tuned, kid. We're going to have an exclusive.
Look at our little Gelman go.
Thanks, great. See, that Nightwing News pays dividends. All right. Anyway. So, maybe we'll get Charlie back. But anyway.
You got to pre-record our drops just in case. That's something we should look into.
Well, anyway, yeah. So, send your thoughts on everything we talked about tonight. Comic books. Do we really need another Heroes Reborn? Next Batman. What up with that? Future State. Invincible. Yes. So
I can't wait to cover that, by the way.
I know. Exactly. All right, everyone.
Comic Capers, we'll just interrupt Comic Capers. It'll be fine.
I mean, if we get Charlie to watch it, maybe we can do it here. There he is.
And I'm back.
Good. We're just about to wrap up the show.
Perfect.
Right,
Speak of the devil returns.
Do your plugs. All right. Anyway, so all right, everyone. So, send your thoughts on all that. Email us, capesandlunatics@gmail.com. Or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember to follow Capes and Lunatics on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You can find links to this YouTube channel. You can find links to merch, links to the upcoming Patreon with our hardcore movie reviews because Lilith demanded it. Yes, links to all of the social media for our various shows, including our upcoming Green Lantern show, Sector 2814. So you can find all that at Linktree, linktr.ee/capesandlunatics. And remember to support our sponsors, Tweaked Audio.
Get yourself some headphones for HD crystal clear audio.
That's right. Hear every single word.
All my theory in HD glory.
What did you say?
Don't be that
person. Gotham.
What did you say?
Yeah, don't be him. And also, go pick up Hunt a Killer, because you all should be staying at home.
Except
Don't
for the
forget to
Super
use
Bowl.
that
Everybody
coupon.
go to the Super Bowl.
Yes, we know, Lil. If you're going to the Super Bowl, we know.
Oh, you're going to the Super Bowl?
Just like my Bucks. Although they're not really my Bucks. I'm a Chargers fan. I'm a Raiders fan. Y'all know that.
Had to make
Where is the Super Bowl this year? I don't know.
Tampa.
Oh, Tampa. Oh, well, wouldn't that be a very nice treat for them to go in the year that the Super Bowl was in their city? So, bravo, Buccaneers. Rah, rah, ree. Kick them in the knee.
Raz. Kick them in the other knee.
Other knee. Yes.
Had to make a deal with that devil Tom Brady. But anyway, yes. So use the code Southgate for Tweaked Audio and Hunt the Killer for discounts. And then go pick up Pod Life, the book, now in digital and paperback, volume 1. Learn the ins and outs of podcasting, personal histories, everything from the experts.
And Rob Southgate.
That's
You're welcome, Gelman.
Thank you, Reed. And you can get that on Amazon. So when you go on Amazon to buy, well, that book or a new laptop,
Funko Pops,
that Cal Rayner Funko Pop. Anyway, use the code for Stop the Gate Media Group right down there in the show notes. Help us support this show, the network, and that man of the future, Rob Master Doom Southgate.
that chronal energy discharge himself.
Make it rain.
Check out Comic Capers 100.
So says Master Doom. And you will find out I am right so much more often than I'm wrong. Mark my words.
I was supposed to talk to him today, and he blew me off. He is. I think he had a paying gig. All right, World Hellfire.
If you nerds want to hang out with me over on the interwebs, I don't think the book should interfere with Batwoman season 2 anymore from going forward. So I will be live tweeting this Sunday and every Sunday thereafter until it's done.
Sure,
so
Dan.
please join me at Lilith Hellfire. And then, of course, if you like smoothies, cold pressed fresh homemade juice, and puppy pictures, please follow me at Lilith Hellfire 86. But if you're more for the memes, at Lilith Hellfire 69, both on Instagram and TikTok.
Oh, what a waste of butter.
Sorry.
Did we talk
I'll show you a waste of butter.
Oh, that's right. I think
we forgot. I guess we'll have to tune into Super Connectivity for that.
Oh, yes. You and I can talk Batwoman on Super Connectivity, and then Lilith, you and I can talk it on the Batman show tomorrow.
Okay, very good. Okay, so long as we're, I mean, I don't mean to be a problem, but I watched it too, and I live tweeted it.
I know
because I did. I was there.
Hey, get us 2 downloads. You want Charlie Esser's opinion? Go check out Super Connectivity. You want Lilith Hellfire's review? Go check out.
The answer may shock you.
So yes, that's 2 downloads. There you go. All right, Charlie Esser, give us your plug.
Well, if you'd like to write to me in that old-fashioned email way that where Maz and Paz once did, do so at superconnectivityblog@gmail.com. That's superconnectivityblog, all one word, at gmail.com. And, of course, follow me on the Twitter as I live tweet Batwoman, woohoo, as well as DuckTales final season. Hopefully it's not the final season of Batwoman. At Charlie Esser, that's CharlieEssescr. Look for the 2 E's in the middle. For what?
Bing!
Thank you, Maz, and thank you, Tristan. Okay. I'm very mad that now my Wi-Fi is working perfectly.
It's right on time for Super Connectivity, buddy.
Yeah, better it work for Super Connectivity. At least Lilith was here.
Yes, we had help.
Lilith was gobbling up all that bandwidth.
Florida.
No, it's here, the atmosphere, and I got bad Wi-Fi.
Jersey police. I don't stability. Anyway, for another week, we have been your capes.
Ampersand.
Lunatics.
Damn.
Almost to 200. Wonder what we're going to do for the 200th episode.
All Archie. All the time.
We need. I need to make up wanted posters for the internet. Bring me wanted Bendis.
I just want to talk Wilbur.
It's an Archie thing. You wouldn't understand, Philip.
You said we're going to talk about a horse?